Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Vangelus here with a very special review for you here at the TFcon Hotel. I came to this hotel to do the review in secret so that nobody would know what I was doing because I have got my hands on a highly exclusive first look, triple exclusive look at Transformers Prime Deluxe Starscream, whose jet mode is teeny tiny. The jet mode is very sleek for a deluxe jet. In fact, I'm surprised it turned out this sleek. It does have a tad of undercarriage, but it's not nearly as egregious as some other undercarriages we've seen. It's not a Terradive, but it's also not a Movie 1 Voyager Starscream. I'm pretty impressed with this. It's tiny, it's thin, it's sleek. I'm sure the robot mode's piddly, and if you want a size comparison, here it is next to a Gaia memory I'm trying to convince my roommate Aaron to buy. The jet mode also eventually will have missiles on the underside here. I left the missiles off because I'm customizing this thing to be Starscream after he shot his missiles. So, you know, don't worry about that. I'm not seeing any fold-out landing gear, but there are little nubs molded here which can represent wheels if you have an imagination. There's some soft plastic on here you might want to know about. The nose cone's a little bit rubbery, and there's a few bits on here, actually, that are in somewhat unpaintable plastic, but I have, in my customizing magnificence, added red Sharpie to them. I'll show you those as we go to the robot mode. Going on to the transformation... Anyway, reviewing this guy, remember... Oh, hey, what's up, Peaugh?
Hey, have you seen my Starscream around here anywhere?
Not at all, Peaugh. I was just doing an exclusive video review of my Gaia memory. You into Kamen Rider at all?
No, I could have sworn I left him right over here.
No, nope. I haven't seen a Prime Starscream. That's not out. You know, how'd you get one? That wasn't me. That was my friend. I swear.
I like your lipstick.
Oh, thank you. It's kind of luscious. But best of luck trying to find that Starscream, man. I wish I could help. Best of luck. Take it easy. The Deluxe Starscream of Prime totally pulls the lockdown trick to pull a really great faux mass shift. His waist has an interesting spring click mechanism with a decadently satisfying sound. Just have a listen. Don't you agree? The wings and arms fold and unfold cleanly, though the elbow slider is a bit stiff to pull out. Not much to add other than the fact that the motions all feel very natural, and are embellished with all kinds of bells and whistles in the form of small tweaks to angles and outer fins. What absolutely won me over was the incredibly clean way that the torso transforms. Partially thanks to an animated shockwave-style ab curl, Starscream's backpack is one of the cleanest and least intrusive that I've seen in a while. There's an elegance to the way that all the torso components gel into the slightly curled upper body. Taking many cues from animated engineering and showing a lot of the aggregate engineering advances in Transformers over the last few years, Starscream's robot sculpt is filled with character. Paint-wise, his stock applications are cold and metallic, and sadly lacking in the red paint department. That can be fixed with a bit of DIY, though. So basically, some of the customizations I did on this Starscream, to go a little bit further into the paint, are that his head fin here is actually a bendy gray plastic, but using a red Sharpie, which I totally came up with myself, I recolored it to be a bit more show accurate. You'll also notice I did some of that treatment down here on these leg fins, making those little red bits show up in red there instead of being solid gray. Just a bit of customizing I came up with, you know, not to pat myself on the back, but I am pretty pro. Let's take a look at his posability now. The head is on a free-range ball joint, very free-range ball joint. He can tilt, he can emote, it can do everything that I'd like a ball joint to do, especially on a deluxe. So kudos there. His shoulders have full ball-jointed shoulder motion. Again, kudos, because it's tight and it's more or less unrestricted, even though he has these big pauldrons. His elbows, fully unrestricted, the bend, there's a bicep swivel, and thanks to this transformation joint, there's even an inward bend, which you'd be surprised how much this helps, because look, he's got a stick arm, but you do this just a little bit of an inward bend, and everything is curving and looking a bit more sinister. The wrist joint helps with that as well. It doesn't turn sideways, but since he has his elbow bending in either direction, unlike many movie Starscreams, he doesn't need a wrist swivel. The torso joint from the transformation unfortunately doesn't really give him an ab crunch because you need to leave it hunched forward like this, so boo-hoo. The waist joint for the transformation, though, despite the heavy clickiness, is fully usable as a waist joint. It doesn't snap itself into place until you get very close to the edge. You'll see, I'm getting real close. Now it snaps. So for most waist positions, unless you need it to be really subtle, this thing works decently as a waist joint. It's also maybe a bit off-center because it swivels on this axis. That's totally something I found out myself. I mean, I heard some other guy looked at this and pointed that out in his video, but likely story. He's got a hip ball here and a thigh swivel. Also, it's a hip ball, so guess what? Sometimes the hip pops off. I've never popped something off a toy before. This is weird. The thigh swivel's pretty cool, as is the knee joint, and the ankles, despite being a two-piece toe and hinge, since they're given a bit more range than they need to stand flat, you can move his foot forward and backwards. All this really offers a lot of posing potential and helps him stay balanced, especially that forward-backward axis on his foot, of the ankle. Means that he can, despite his skinny, stalkery nature, still hold a lot of decent poses. And as I said before, you know, there are missile pieces that are accessories here that he might be able to stick somewhere on his body, but, you know, that's my customization. He's already shot them, like, they might go on this part, but he fired them already. This is post-fire Starscream. I'll be releasing him in Wave 3 as a redeco through my third-party website, vangelusuppers.tk. Anyway, the posability on this dude's great. The sculpt is, as I said, this is prime Starscream, and with all kinds of lighting, it really shines through just how sinister this guy can look. And oh god. So when I'm messing around with the Golios, you know, these parts, they swivel all. This demon fetus thing going on here is pretty. Oh hey, what's up, Peaugh? Peaugh! Good to see you. You find that Starscream yet?
I haven't yet. You seen it lying around here anywhere?
No, I told you, man, it's not in here.
Are you sure you haven't seen it, man? Because I have looked all over and I can't find it anywhere.
You know what I heard? I heard some of those perverted customizer types might have taken it. I mean, they're after anything to cut up, you know?
I better go get it before they stick a Unicron cost on that thing.
Man, it's gonna go for a lot on eBay. You better jump them now.
Alright, goddammit, I'll go find it.
Whew, that was close. This guy keeps walking in my room and interrupting the video. I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, just to give you some size comparison before I deliver final thoughts on this toy, here he is standing next to a demon fetus Glyos Gendrone Phazon dude. There's some size for you here. The Starscream gets really tall compared to his robot mode. That is, his robot mode gets really tall compared to his vehicle mode. I was trying to be metaphorical there. You might not understand it if you're too small time. And he pulls the lockdown trick, which means that he gets a lot taller than his small vehicle mode might belie to you. This is Gaia Memory next to him, and just for size comparison that we can all understand, here he is next to a dual model kit Optimus Prime box. So as you can see, he's about that tall in comparison to the box. As one of the very first figures in a new Transformers aesthetic, Starscream really impresses me. His engineering feels clean and refined, not experimental and wonky. His sculpt strikes me as show accurate enough to suit my needs. Thanks to his well-placed joints, he can assume a satisfying variety of poses. His creepy look has me totally agreeing with the people who want to add a cloak to his body just because. Once the first edition wave of Transformers Prime toys hit shelves, I would absolutely recommend Starscream to any fan of the character, the design, or sleek-bodied jet-formers in general. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus coming to you with this highly exclusive TFcon 2011 hotel room review. Nobody knew I was doing this, but none of y'all thought I could get my hands on a Prime Starscream. Well, I showed all you wannabes and posers and down thinkers and small-timers who thought I couldn't do it. I did it, all by myself with nobody's help. And I'm going to get this one out there, and I am going to show Peaugh who the boss is. Oh, hi, Peaugh, what's going on? It's just,
You got to stop stealing my stuff. It's creepy.
You know what? I just do it because I care, man.
Bye.
I'll see you later, right? I'll see you later. We'll film that collab video. Oh well, there's always plan B. Ladies and gentlemen, this is internet personality Vangelus here with a special exclusive review of Peaugh's underpants. These are a Scott Evest pair of black wicking boxer shorts, and they're actually like boxer briefs. And being Scott Evest, as you can see here, there's in fact a pocket for your iPhone on the leg. And you can wear these as normal shorts. They're long enough and they're bulky enough, but just so you know, the fly does not seal. So, boys, you'll want to be careful when you're walking around with these as your pants. Peaugh. Action.
Are you sure you haven't seen it, man? Because I have looked all over and I can't find it anywhere. That's alright, this way.